Here's the number one payment processor in the world, Visa, getting into Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Wait a minute. I have a Visa debit card that I use for my cryptocurrency. Warriors, the freight train has left the building. You're either going to go on the ride for the ride of your life or you're going to get run over by it. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. I'm the long-haired hippie guy that teaches you not to trust a word I say, but giving you a fishing pole so you can learn how to fish. If you give a man or woman a fish, they'll eat for a day. If you give them a fishing pole, they will eat for a lifetime. If you teach them how to farm, they can feed a nation, warriors. As you look this way at the narrative, there's a whole nother narrative happening this way. And I'm so honored and grateful for the hundreds and hundreds of messages we've been getting throughout the weeks of saying people, thank you, Coach JV. No, thank you. Thank you for opening up your mind and awareness to the possibilities for you as a human being, from breaking free from this physical construct that's been created around you called the box and thinking outside the box. Now, I know, warriors, I know. Let me put my tinfoil hat on, probably make you feel a little more comfortable, okay? I know that when you start talking like this, people think you have a tinfoil hat. That's okay, warriors. It's not to judge them. It's not to go against them. It's not try to convince anybody. You have to do what's right for you, warriors. And I'll tell you what, this whole Bitcoin narrative going on right now, warriors, I'm going to teach you the game so you can't be played. This is the biggest shift in generational wealth in history. I am not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. I'm just documenting my journey into the quantum financial system. And I show my warriors exactly my portfolio and what I'm doing. We're just a bunch of people from all over the world, 9 different countries, 700 warriors helping each other take advantage of I was about to say the word. They're going to shut the video down. I'm not going to say the word. As you look this way, there's another narrative happening this way. So let's jump right into it, warriors. Everything you need is in the description down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at CoachJV_. What I talk about motivation, inspiration, the Coach JV podcast as well, all over the world. All right, let's get ready to rock and roll. So today, this came out on, what do we got here? February 17, 2021. Only 16,000 views so far. So let's go ahead and watch this. So the Visa CEO says the pandemic, as you look this way, has been a game changer. Game changer. Many people have gone digital. Let's see what Visa is going to do.
One of the other things that you're doing, and we're talking about this a lot right now, is what is the strategy as far as the crypto space is concerned? And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I see sort of two paths in terms of your vision here. One is facilitating what I know you're very passionate about, which is financial inclusion and allowing or facilitating people to invest in crypto or digital assets if they want to accumulate wealth and think there's a way to do that. But the other thing is the network effect.
Wait, she just said if they want to accumulate wealth and they think there's a way to do that. Listen to the words.
Allowing people to transact between cryptocurrencies, let's use Bitcoin as an example, transact and swap that into fiat currency and then spend it. Are those the two paths?
Well, we want to be in the middle of any movement of funds, and we don't try to decide what's going to take off or not take off, and we don't pick winners and losers. We just get ready to enable whatever could possibly happen. And I think crypto is an exciting trend. There's cryptocurrencies, which are kind of the digital gold. Think of Bitcoin, and what we're trying to do is create utility, which first of all making sure that our Visa cards are used to be able to purchase Bitcoin, and then when somebody wants to convert their Bitcoin to a fiat currency, use a Visa credential to go shop at our 70 million merchants around the world. So we're trying to create that utility. In digital currencies, we really see them as a potential player in global commerce going forward. And we're doing a number of things to make sure that we enable that to happen if, in fact, that's what consumers want to have happen. So we're working with 35 of the biggest crypto wallets around the world, making sure that these various digital currencies can be converted into a fiat currency, and that money can then be spent from a Visa card in a wallet, and again, at any one of our 70 million merchants around the world. We're also...
Let's stop for just a moment. Let me ask you a question, warriors. People have been telling you cryptocurrency is a fraud. Why would Visa, the number one payment platform in the world, be getting into crypto? Allowing us to transact, turn our crypto into fiat. I've been using my crypto.com card like it's going out of style, Warriors. When I moved in my new place, I bought my furniture with cryptocurrency converted into fiat, Warriors. Why are they just going to risk their whole platform, the Visa platform, to get into cryptocurrency? You got to stop believing the narrative that it's a fraud, Warriors. Why? Why would this gentleman risk the whole Visa platform to get into the cryptocurrency game?
Looking to make sure that we can, and we've been working on our infrastructure for 18 months to make sure that we can enable digital settlement. Today, we allowed transactions in 160 currencies, and we settled in the evening on 25 different currencies. Over time, I looked at for us to be able to settle in cryptocurrencies, and we're experimenting with that right now with a couple of issuers, and over time with acquirers. And then last week, I think it was, we announced a set of crypto APIs, which are basically allowing a bank for their customers to have an on-ramp through their mobile app or through their website to be able to go buy, trade, and custody cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. And our first pilot is with First Boulevard, a company that's focused on the Black community in the United States, and trying to help them get to a state where they're more financially included in the mainstream. And that's something that's extremely important to us. The bottom line is that I don't know whether crypto will be adopted and at what pace it will be adopted, but we are ready to go, and we're leading the marketplace by a lot in terms of setting up the on-ramps for people to be able to facilitate.
Okay, so let's stop for just a moment, Warriors. You keep hearing Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin. You can see it's at $52,000 a day, an all-time high. Warriors, the thing you need to understand is there's a whole world called altcoins. And when people come rushing into Bitcoin, when you're an investor in altcoins and good, sound projects, not financial advice, that's when you become wealthy beyond your wildest dreams, because there's price appreciation when there's demand. When people come rushing into Bitcoin, they keep rushing into Ethereum. They're like, wait a minute, $52,000. Whoa, I could buy a cryptocurrency for pennies on the dollar. Warriors, the biggest shift in generational wealth is here. Now I'm going to move down just a little bit because I want to show you guys something that he says really important. Hopefully I can get it right here. I don't want to keep you on this thing for too long, but I want you to hear this thing that he talks about banks.
A vehicle that helps uplift some of the 1.7 billion people around the world who today, Julia, are outside the financial mainstream. And that's an objective that we share. We want all people to be in the financial mainstream, and we're going to continue to do everything we can to enable that to happen. It's going to take a long time, but we're patient, and we're in it for the long term to make it happen.
Yeah, and you have all sorts of programs, which I would love you to come back and talk about again, including digitally enabling 50 million small businesses around the world. And you've got all sorts of programs which are phenomenal. I have about 30 seconds left, so I'm going to ask a question that I've been asking all CEOs and presidents of big companies.
Okay, so I missed that part.
So every country
I want you to catch this real quick.
Private public partnerships where
hold on
network than any of these
Okay, listen.
Coin. This is as being a facilitator of using central bank
digital. Okay, listen to this.
Paving the way one day, and central banks are clearly talking about this as being a facilitator of using central bank digital money, so a Fed coin, a Bank of England coin. Can you envisage a future where that becomes perhaps a bigger part of the network than any of these individual coins that we've just mentioned?
Oh, I certainly can, and we're in conversations with a number of central banks around the world about their...
Did he just say we are in conversations with number of central banks around the world? Remember, XLM, Warriors, XLM. Is it Yugoslavia? I think that's right. I said it wrong last time. It wasn't wrong. Ukraine. Yugoslavia's not. Ukraine is running on XLM. They're building off of XLM. That's a central bank digital currency. We are in talks.
Various private public partnerships where a network like ours globally can really help a central bank that tends to focus obviously on their single domestic market. And we have a network that spans virtually every country and territory in the world, and we can help facilitate much wider utility in terms of buying if these central bank digital currencies take off. And I think there's likelihood that they might, and I think that they could be a vehicle that helps uplift some of the 1.7 billion people around the world who today, Julia, are outside the financial mainstream, and that's an objective that we share. We want all people to be.
Remember what XRP is, Warriors? A bridge between currencies, okay? So check this out. So this is really cool. It goes to Stransberry Research. She is phenomenal. I love her stuff. Her stuff is amazing. Please go like, subscribe, comment. But listen what this gentleman says. So this is as Bitcoin price rockets higher, CEOs will see incredible pressure to move away from cash. But listen to what this gentleman says.
Very interesting. And we've had Michael Saylor on multiple times on this show. And you're right. You know, when he took that decision back in August, everyone thought he was crazy. But obviously it's worked out for MicroStrategy, and it looks like he did get to Elon Musk. So when you hear...
Can I just say, Michael Saylor has shown incredible vision, and he's been... Like this latest move in Bitcoin is almost single-handedly been down to Michael Saylor and the eloquence with which he's spoken about it, and the passion with which he's spoken about it, and the intellect with which he's spoken about it. And he's just, you know, he's really driven this. Bitcoin keeps reinventing its narrative, and he's really driven this sort of corporate cash narrative. He's a real hero.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that. So, Dominic, you know, I'm assuming you're obviously a big proponent of Bitcoin, but when you hear talk of 100,000 or Max Kaiser's 220,000 call for this year, do you see that happening?
I remember when Max was talking about Bitcoin going to $100, and I remember thinking, "Oh, Max, you're being ridiculous."
Wow.
Okay, so the narrative continues, Warriors. So check this out. The narrative continues. Dogecoin mega whale Elon Musk thinks it could be Robinhood. Warriors, I'm telling you, please listen to me. None of you know who the Wizard of Oz is. We all watched the movie Wizard of Oz. As Dorothy was down the yellow brick road, when you got to the curtain, when you peeled it back, did you expect it to be some short little guy speaking into a big-ass microphone? Nobody knows who the Wizard of Oz is, Warriors. You have to listen to the game. Listen to the words. Don't listen to what the billionaires do. Watch what they're doing, Warriors. They are pumping the living crap out of Bitcoin. Everybody's flooding into Bitcoin, right? And as people go in there, they're going to start to move their money into the altcoins, and that's what you're going to do as well, right? So people are going to come FOMO, fear of missing out. They're going to come into Bitcoin. They're going to rush down in altcoin. The whales will dump. It's just it's a cycle, Warriors. So you buy the fear, you sell the euphoria, Warriors. Very, very simple construct, not financial advice. But Dogecoin, mega whale, Elon Musk thinks it could be Robinhood. Tesla CEO Elon Musk seemingly agreed Tuesday that Robinhood could be the owner of the world's largest Dogecoin wallet address. What the hell is going on, Warriors? This is like fantasy economics, okay? MicroStrategy raising $600 million, no, $900 million to buy more Bitcoin. Should the purchase go as planned, the business intelligence firm would hold more than 3.5 billion in Bitcoin, billion with a B, as reserve assets. Following a Tuesday announcement, the MicroStrategies would be planning to buy $600 million in Bitcoin through a sale of convertible notes. The business intelligence firm has upped the ante to $300 million. MicroStrategy said that today it would be selling $900 million in convertible senior notes due in 2027 in private offering to qualify institutional buyers. According to the firm's estimate, the proceeds of the sale will be roughly $879 million. It added, however, that it could be as high as $1 billion if the initial purchase exercises in full their options to purchase additional notes. So why am I bringing this Bitcoin news to you guys, Warriors? So the thing is, everybody's talking about Bitcoin as people like me are invested in altcoins. I'm a proponent. I think Bitcoin, there's something weird about it. When billionaires are doing all this stuff, I always think there's something else going on, Warriors. Because do they teach it? Do they show us what they're doing? No, they're going to get all this news towards Bitcoin. And Warriors, there's a whole nother narrative going on around altcoins, right? You got the SEC lawsuit for XRP. It's flooding the crap out of people, pushing people out of XRP. Now, Warriors, there's a lot of alternative coins you can invest in, but be very, very careful in the crypto space. It is a speculative asset. The market can go up. Last week we were crushing it, and all of a sudden the market came down 15 to 12%. Think about that. If the stock market goes down 10%, that's a stock market crash. Bitcoin can go down 20% overnight. You have to be non-emotional and understand, Warriors. This is the biggest shift in generational wealth. This will not happen in our history again. This is a shift to a brand new asset class, from industrial to technical, to the fourth industrial revolution, to the quantum financial system, the QFS. It's a lot to unpack, Warriors, and so that's what I help people do. I have a Warrior Academy where we teach mind, body, immunity. We have a 120-day challenge where you do goal setting, subconscious mind programming around wealth, economics. I also show my portfolio. It's not a perfect program, but I literally show you exactly what I'm doing in the quantum financial system. Okay, I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. I'm just like, hey, here's what I'm doing. Make informed decisions. Learn how to fish, Warriors. We also have a Discord with over 700 Warriors in there. We have people who are doing technical analysis. We have a cryptocurrency call every Thursday. And we continue to work together as one consciousness, one Warrior Academy to help people live the life they've always wanted, Warriors. So everything's down in the description down below. Keep your eyes open, Warriors, and don't miss the biggest shift in generational wealth. Warriors, rise! Let's go. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, CoachJB_.